तव कथामृतम् तप्तजीवनम् कविभिरीडितम् कल्मषापहम् श्रवणमङ्गलम् श्रीमदाततम् भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जनाः भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जनाः।
ओम तव कथामृतं तप्त जीवनं कविभिरीडितं कल्मषापहं श्रवणमंगलं श्रीमदाततं भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जना. We are studying the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, and we are in the conversations of 31st October, Saturday, 1885, and the morning conversation is over. That was with Harivallabh. Harivallabh, Balram Basu's cousin brother, and it was need to influence him so that Balram's way should not be obstructed, and that is over. And the second part of that conversation was Master Mashai with Thakur's message had gone to Dr. Sarkar, and there they had talked many things about what he thinks of Sri Ramakrishna and other such things. And now it is another character we are meeting today. So, English page 922, Bengali, 1000, Bengali page 1000, top, beginning. It was about 11 o'clock. Yes, it was about 11 o'clock in the morning. Sri Ramakrishna was sitting in his room with the devotees. He was talking to a Christian devotee named Mishra. Here it is given only Mishra from the great master we know, Prabhu Dayal Mishra. Mishra was born of a Christian family in northwestern India. This Prabhu Dayal and Mishra, this type of name are common in Hindi-speaking people, UP, MP, etc. So he was born somewhere there, and so we understand here northwestern is always northwest of Bengal is called northwestern India. But we know it would not be Punjab or Kashmir. It would be UP or MP. And belong to the Quaker sect. Now these Quakers are a special sect of Christianity. I should have found out already. Anyway, what is the speciality of Quaker sect we must know before we proceed. So please wait a little, I'll find out and then tell you. When it is mentioned, then we must find out. Quaker recites. Quakers believe in. What does being Quaker mean? is a Quaker religion. What is a Quaker today anyway? Quakers are people who belong to the religious society of Friends, a historically Protestant Christian set of denominations. Members of these movements, the Friends, are generally united by belief in each human's ability to experience the light within or answering that of God in everyone. So we find their spiritual sect among Protestants. Some profess a priesthood of all believers inspired by the first epistle of Peter. They include those with evangelical, holiness, liberal, and traditional Quaker understandings of Christianity. There are also Northeast Quakers whose spiritual practice does not rely on the existence of God. To different extents, the Friends avoid creeds and hierarchical structure. There were an anyway. So we understand that though they are Christians, they are spiritual Christians. That is Quaker. So Prabhupada Mishra, he was talking to a Christian devotee named Mishra. Mishra was born of a Christian family in northwestern India and belonged to the Quaker sect. He was 35 years old. Though clad in European dress, he wore the ochre cloth of a sannyasa under the foreign clothes. Under the foreign clothes, inside he was wearing gerua, the ochre cloth of the sannyasis. Two of his brothers had died on the day fixed for the marriage of one of them. And on that very day, Mishra had renounced the world. So he saw the transitoriness of world, uncertainty of the world. He was filled with the unreality of the world and he renounced. That became a triggering point. That could not have been the cause. He must be harboring vairagya within, but something happens which rouses that vairagya and he left the house at that time. Mishra. Mishra is talking to devotees and Thakur. It is Rama alone who dwells in all beings. So he is not averse to the name Rama. He is not a bigoted Christian. We read just now that they are very liberal minded. They belong to the spiritual sect. So he is talking that it is Rama alone who dwells in all beings. Sri Ramakrishna said to the younger Naren within Mishra's hearing, Rama is one, but he has 1,000 names. So Thakur wants to see that Rama and Christ are not different. He who is called God by the Christians is addressed by the Hindus as Rama, Krishna, Ishvara, and by other names. A lake has many ghats. The Hindus drink water at one ghat and call it jal. The Christians at another and call it water. The Musalman at a third and call it pani. Now Hindi is pani, but it is attributed to Musalmans and because for Hindus the Sanskrit name Jal is given. But if the Musalmans speak Urdu, then Aap is also Sanskrit. But the Musalmans name for water is Ab. Now Pani, all right. Pani, we may say Hindustani, the Urdu mixed Hindi. Otherwise, in Hindi also, Jal is used. Likewise, he who is God to the Christians is Allah to the Muslims. So, he is telling different names only. That is what Thakur wants to say. And Mishra already knows that. Mishra, Jesus is not the son of Mary. So he appears to be son of Mary. He appears to be a man, but he is not a man. That is what Mishra wants to say. Rama and Christ same. God is Christ same. So Mishra also wants to say that like Gopis Nakhalu Gopika Nanda no Bhavan, that is not the son of Mary. He is not a human being. He is God himself. To the devotees, now he, pointing to Sri Ramakrishna, is as you see him. Again, he is God himself. So he has realized that Thakur is God himself. But Thakur is appearing as a human being. So that is how he is equating with Jesus, not son of Mary, but God. And so he is telling now he see him a man, but he is God. You are not able to recognize him. I have seen him before in visions. Though I see him now directly with my eyes, I saw a garden where he was seated on a raised seat. Another person was seated on the ground, but he was not so far advanced. Maybe Vivekananda, we do not know, but he has seen Thakur in a vision in a garden, whether Dakshineshwar garden or which we do not know. Raised seat. There are 4 doorkeepers of God in this country. Tukaram in Bombay, the Maharashtra saint. Robert Michael in Kashmir, himself meaning Sri Ramakrishna in this part of the country, and another person in eastern Bengal. So he has seen in vision 4 people. And he called them doorkeepers of God. Master, do you see visions? Because he has seen Thakur. Mishra, sir, even when I lived at home, I used to see light. Then I had a vision of Jesus. How can I describe that beauty of Jesus, avatar? How insignificant is the beauty of a woman compared with that beauty? So, woman's beauty, people praise and they are attracted to. But God's beauty, avatar's beauty, is beyond such measures. That is, Mishra seems to have a great experience. After a while, Mishra took off his trousers and showed the devotees the Gerua loincloth that he wore underneath. Loincloth, kopin. Kopin दिखाई दे. Presently, Sri Ramakrishna went out on the porch. Returning to the room, he said to the devotees, I saw him, meaning Mishra, standing in a heroic posture. As he uttered these words, he went into samadhi. Because a man of devotee of experience has come and he has seen God. So that makes the godhood of Thakur roused. He stood facing the west. That is for our visualizing. Facing the west towards Ganges. Regaining partial consciousness, he fixed his gaze on Mishra and began to laugh. Still in an ecstatic mood, he shook hands with him, like in the Christian style, and laughed again. Taking him by the hands, he said, You will get what you are seeking. So, direct. blessing. Road clear. Mishra with folded hands. Since that day, I have surrendered to you my mind, soul, and body. That day when he saw Thakur in a vision. So he has surrendered to Thakur, surrendered to God, which appears as Thakur. Sri Ramakrishna was laughing, still in an ecstatic mood. That the joy is filled up like anything. The master resumed his seat. Mishra was describing his worldly life to the devotees. He told them how his two brothers were killed when the canopy came down at the time of marriage. Sri Ramakrishna asked the devotees to take care of Mishra. Mishra is a great devotee, you should take care of him. This much in the gospel. In Great Master, we get many things. Swami Vivekananda tested him, and Swami Vivekananda asked all the devotees of Thakur to be friends with him, even salute him, because he is a man of high realization. Dr. Sarkar arrived. So now another scene would start. Dr. Sarkar arrived. At the sight of him, Sri Ramakrishna went into Samadhi. You see, previous we have seen so many transformations and yet some which remains in doctor's mind. Now perhaps Sri Ramakrishna, because of that Mishra or whatever, now he is ready to show grace, full grace on the doctor. At the sight of him, Sri Ramakrishna went into Samadhi. When his ecstasy abated a little, he said, first the bliss of divine inebriation and then the bliss of Satchidananda. Karanananda. You see, God has two aspects, the Sagun and Nirgun. In Sagun is called Srishti Sthiti Pralay or Jagat Karan, the cause of this world, the origin of this world. And so, joy of Sagun Brahman is called Karanananda. So, first Karanananda, then Satchidananda. That means first you realize Sagun Brahman and then from there you raise to Nirguna Brahman. That is the meaning of these two words. The cause of the cause, Mahakaran, Karan Karan. Because it does not undergo the cause-effect change. And yet, without him, there cannot be any world. So it's called the cause of the cause. The cause is Sagun Brahma or Ishwar. And the cause of that Sagun Brahma is Nirgun Brahma. Doctor, yes. So doctor's mind has become very ready now. Master, I'm not unconscious because he is losing and is trying to remain normal. The doctor realized that the master was inebriated with divine bliss. Therefore, he said, no, you are quite conscious. So, doctor has become fully receptive today, it seems. The doctor realized, Sri Ramakrishna smiled and said means song. Thakur Sasya Bhulite, so said, I drink no ordinary wine, but wine of everlasting bliss. As I repeat my mother Kali's name, it so intoxicates my mind that people take me to be drunk. First, my guru gives molasses for the making of the wine. My longing is the ferment to transform it. A Rupa Nalagiri, knowledge, the maker of the wine, prepares it for me then. And when it is done, my mind imbibes it from the bottle of the mantra. So, on symbolic, we can easily understand that. Taking the mother's name to make it pure, drink of this wine, says Ram Prasad, and the four fruits of life are yours. Dharmartha, Kama, Moksha, all. but finally moksha. As the doctor listened to the words, he too became almost ecstatic. I said, doctor has melted today. So Ramakrishna again went into a deep spiritual mood and placed his foot on the doctor's lap. Finished. So Thakur has graced the doctor. And doctor is not resisting. Doctor is not shouting, why you have done that? Though he was criticizing Thakur for keeping his foot on the people's chest. And now he is gone. Now he will not resist, he will not protest, he will not say why you are doing this. So now he will understand what happens when Thakur keeps his foot. People become transformed, their spirituality becomes fully roused. So that is what has happened. So all these days, Thakur has been gradually preparing the doctor. And so doctor is changing. He has so many reservations, but slowly they are breaking. And today we are seeing that is almost ready. And so Thakur has graced him. He said to the doctor, doctor slept. A few minutes later, he became conscious of the outer world and withdrew his foot. So for a few moments, he kept his foot on doctor's lap. He said to the doctor, what a splendid thing you said the other day. So something has been liked tremendously by Thakur. We lie in the lap of God. To whom shall we speak about our illness if not to him? So that has appealed very much to Thakur. That showed doctor's spirit of surrender to God. If I must pray, I shall certainly pray to him. As Sri Ramakrishna said these words, his eyes filled with tears. So he became full of love for God. Again he went into ecstasy and said to the doctor, you are very pure. Otherwise I could not have put my foot on your lap. So by now the doctor has been melted. Though one day Thakur tell you are greedy, lustful, this and that. But he has changed, you may say, or he is pure from inside, and Thakur has graced it. Continuing, he said, he alone has peace who has tasted the bliss of Rama. So now a rhyme has come. What is this world? What is there in it? What is there in money, wealth, honor, or creature comforts? O mind, know Rama. Whom else should you know? This is more beautiful in Bengali. It's a part of a poetic line. राम को जो चिना नहीं दिल, चिना है से क्या रे? Oh. If you have not understood or recognized Rama, what have you recognized in the world? That is the song. The devotees were worried to see the master's repeated ecstasy in the state of ill health, because today, due to Mishra and doctor, and is continuously in ecstasy. He said, I shall be quiet if someone sings that song, the wine of heavenly bliss. So Thakur also wants to become normal. So he said, that song if you sing, I will come back to normal state. Narendra was sent for from another room. He sang in his sweet voice. So singing means Narendra. Chidananda Sindhu Nire Premanande Lahari महाभाव रस लीला की माधुरी मरी मरी महायोगे सब एकाकार होइलो देश काल व्यवधान सब घुचिलो रे आखुन आनंद मातिया दुबहु तुलिया बोलो रे मन हरि हरि be drunk of mind, be drunk with the wine of heavenly bliss, roll on the ground and weep, chanting Hari's sweet name, feel the arching heavens, with your deep law and roar, singing Hari's sweet name, with both your arms upraised, dance in the name of Hari, and give his name to all. Swim day and night in the sea of the bliss of Hari's love. Day and night, swim in the sea of bliss of Hari's love. Slay desire with his name, and blessed be your life, Master. And that one, you want to listen to one more song. Upon the sea of blissful awareness, Narendra sang, only one line is gone in Bengali. Upon the sea of blissful awareness, waves of ecstasy, ecstatic love arise. Chinmaya Mama Manasa Hari Chidgana Niranjana. No, that is a different thing. Okay. Upon the sea, Thakur has asked for this song. Yes, it is. Oh, that is Chidananda Sindhu Nire. I made a mistake. The first, please. The first song which Narendra sang was Hari Rasa Madira Piye Mama Manasa Matore Akbar Lutaye Avani Tala Hari Hari Boli Kandore गभीर निनादे हरि नामे गगन छाओ रे नाचो हरि बोले एक दो बाहु तुले हरि नाम बिलाओ रे हरि प्रेमानंद रसे अनुदिन भासो रे गाओ हरि नाम हो पूर्ण काम नीच वासना नाशो रे. It is if I have to correct my mistake by reading that song again now in light of this Bengali song. Be drunk, O mind, be drunk with the wine of heavenly bliss. Roll on the ground and weep, chanting Hari's sweet name. Fill the arching heavens with your deep lion roar, singing Hari's sweet name with both your arms upraised. Dance in the name of Hari and give his name to all. Swim day and night in the sea of the bliss of Hari's love. Slay desire with his name and blessed be your life. And then Thakur is asking, Arshaiti, Chidananda Sindhu Nire, and that one, upon the sea of blissful awareness, Narendra sang. Upon the sea of blissful awareness, waves of ecstatic love arise, rapture divine, play of God's bliss. Oh, how enthralling. Here in Bengali, we have more lines. Chidananda Sindhu Nire Premanandere Lahari महाभाव रस लीला की माधुरी मरी मरी महायोगे सब एकाकार होइलो देश काल व्यवधान सब घुचिलो रे आकुन आनंद मातिया दु बहु तुलिया बोलो रे मन हरि हरि. Narendra sang again. Now Narendra himself is singing. He has gone into that mood. Meditate on my mind on the Lord Hari, the stainless one, pure spirit through and through. How peerless is the light that in him shines. How soul bewitching is his wondrous form. How dear is he to all his devotees. Ever more beauteous is in fresh blossoming love that shames the splendor of a million moons. Like lightning gleams the glory of his form, raising erect the hair for every joy, for very joy. Worship his feet in the lotus of your heart with mind serene and eyes made radiant with heavenly love. Behold that matchless sight caught in the spell of his love's ecstasy. Immerse yourself for evermore, O mind, in him who is pure knowledge and pure bliss. Here, Bengali only one line is given. Chintaya mama manasari chitgana niranjana. So I read the full English song. Dr. Sarkar listened to these songs attentively. When the singing was over, he said, "That's a nice one. Upon the sea of blissful awareness." That is the second time Thakur said, "Na, sing that song, that song." So today, Doctor is fully in the devotional mood. At the sight of the doctor's joy, Sri Ramakrishna said, the son said to the father, a beautiful allegory Thakur is giving here, because the doctor has melted. A son said to the father, "Father, you taste a little wine, and after that, if you ask me to give up drinking, I shall do so." A son was drinking. The father is telling you, "Stop, you stop, you stop." So the son said, "You at least drink once and then tell me to stop." After drinking the wine, the father said, "Son, you may give it up. I have no objection, but I am certainly not giving it up myself." Understood? Doctor's state is such that Thakur and others may sing or not sing. Doctor is filled with love. Thakur has won. Jai Ram Krishna. The other day, the Divine Mother showed me two men in a vision. He, meaning Doctor, is one. She also revealed to me that he will have much knowledge, but it is dry knowledge. Smiling to the doctor, "But you will soften." Roseway. Roseway means soften and will be filled with the bliss also. Dr. Sarkar remained silent. He has gone. Okay. So today is a great day. Prabhupada Mishra on one side, doctor on the other side, and whole atmosphere. Master had prepared the ground in the morning. Friday, November 6, 1885. It was the day of the Kali Puja. That is, throughout India is celebrated as Deepavali, and Lakshmi is worshipped in the evening. But Bengal and that area, they worship Kali on that night, Amavasya night. And lights, they put definitely. Deepavali is there, but not Lakshmi Puja. So, it was the day of Kali Puja, the worship of the Divine Mother, Sri Ramakrishna's chosen ideal. At about 9 o'clock in the morning, the master, clad in a new cloth, stood in the south room of the second floor of his temporary residence at Shampookur. He had asked him to offer worship to Siddheshwari at Chantaniya. Chantaniya is an area where it was near to where Thakur stayed when he came to Calcutta in that Jhamapukur tour. So it is very near that, the Chantaniya Kali Mandir. So that impression is there. So Thakur asked Master Mahashaya to offer worship to Siddheshwari at Chantaniya. Siddheshwari is the name of the goddess there. In the central part of Calcutta with flowers, green coconut, sugar and other sweets. That is Thakur's instruction. After bathing in the Ganges, M had offered the worship and come barefoot to shampoo. So Master Mahashaya observed all the necessary rituals for that worship. As I told you, it is not far away from that shampoo. He had brought the prasad with him, the sanctified food. Sri Ramakrishna took off his shoes with great reverence, ate a little of the prasad, and placed a little on his head to honor it, and removed his shoe. That is the Indian tradition to take prasad. As the master's request, M had purchased 2 books of songs by Ram Prasad and Kamalakant for Dr. Sarkar. So Thakur knows that he has melted and he has already told Master Mahasaya to purchase these 2 books. So let Dr. Sarkar chant or hymn or enjoy that divine bliss. M. Here are the books of songs by Ram Prasad and Kamalakant. Master. 4 songs like these on the doctor. 4 songs like these on the doctor. Uh, Bengali only 2 lines are given. So I read English. How are you trying, O my mind, to know the nature of God? Who is there? Because intellectually you cannot judge God. Who is there that can understand what Mother Kali is? O mind, you do not know how to form. No, there are different songs. Huh? Fallow lies the field of your life. Come, let us go for a walk, O mind, to Kali, the wish-fulfilling tree. Because Thakur said 4 songs like these to the doctor. So Thakur has shown here 4 songs. मन की तत्व करो तारे जनो उन्मत्त आधार भरे সে যে ভাবের বিষয় ভাব ব্যতীত অভাবে কি ধরতে পারে কে জানে কালী কেমন ষড় দর্শনে না পায় দর্শন মন রে কৃষি কাজ জানো না এমন মানব জমিন রইল পথিত আবাদ করলে ফলতো সোনা আয় মন বেড়াতে যাবি কালী কল্পতরু মূলে রে মন চারি ফল কুড়ায় পাবি M. Yes, sir. So, doctor is still there, no? No, 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 no. Ah, yes. We are now a different day. And Thakur had asked Master Mahasaya to purchase this for doctor. Doctor is not there. Master Mahasaya has come to Thakur and shown him those books. And Thakur said, force this type of songs on the doctor. So doctor is not present here. Huh? M. Yes, sir. Sri Ramakrishna was pacing the room with him. He had put on his slippers. In spite of his painful illness, his face beamed with joy. Now Thakur's health does not want to live more in this world, so always filled with divine bliss and joy. Master, and this song is also very good. This world is a framework of illusion. ये संसार धोखा टाटी और ये संसार मजार कुटी ओ भाई आनंद बाजारे लूटी yes sir here only one is given in English here in Bengali we have 2 songs that is necessary that is somebody's reply to Ram Prasad song Ram Prasad is telling this world is framework of illusion. To that somebody replies, this world is a full of joy. And oh brother, I, Bajare Luti, I am, it is not robbing, I am collecting freely in the market of joy. So, this is very necessary to add the second song here in English. Yes, sir. Suddenly, Sri Ramakrishna gave a start. He put aside his slippers and stood still. He was in deep samadhi. It was the day of the Divine Mother. So that is filled, Thakur is filled with automatically on the particular days of special manifestations of God, Thakur would become filled with that spirit. So he gave a start, removed the slippers, and becomes like Kali himself. He was in deep samadhi. It was the day of the Divine Mother's worship. Was that why he frequently went into samadhi? After a long while, he sighed and restrained his emotion as if with great difficulty. It was about 10 o'clock. Sri Ramakrishna was seated on his bed, leaning against the pillow. The devotees sat around him. Ram, Rakhal, Niranjan, Kalipada, M, and many others were present. Sri Ramakrishna was talking about his nephew Rizai. We have heard his story that he served Thakur and then troubled him, tortured him, and then he was removed from his post by Trilokya, son of Mathur, and then he came to bad days, and he again appealed to Thakur that we have once seen. So about that, Thakur is telling perhaps, Master, Hriday is even now clamoring for land. He said to me one day while he was living with me at Dakshineshwar, give me a shawl or I will sue you. That we had not known. Mathur had given a pair of shawls to Thakur. So Hriday wanted a share from that. I will sue you. The Divine Mother removed him from Dakshineshwar. So these were his faults. And so Thakur did not have to act personally, but Divine Mother removed him for some other fault. He pestered the visitors for money who came to Thakur because I want to collect money from them. If he had stayed with me, all these people could not have come. That is why the mother removed him. R also began to act that way. R is Rakhal here, we know. Because it was mentioned somewhere. The Rakhal become jealous. Is it R? This way, collecting money Rakhal never did. Is it Ramlal? Anyway, let us not imagine it because only R is given there. Go emni arambha koruchilo. Oh, so what is that? He became querulous. When he was asked to accompany me in a carriage, he would hold back. He would be annoyed if the other, oh, Rakhal. Guess was correct. He would be annoyed if the other youngsters came to me. If I went to Calcutta to see them, he would say, why should you bother about them? Will they renounce the world? If I wanted to offer refreshments to the other young boys, I would be afraid of her and say to him, take some yourself and then give it to them. I came to know that he would not stay with me. Thereupon I said to the Divine Mother, Mother, don't remove him altogether, like Hriday. Because this was a passing phase. Rakhal behaved like a child, and a childish jealousy had come in him. But that was hampering Thakur's sport with other devotees. And so temporarily he was gone to Vrindavan. So Thakur told mother, don't remove him permanently like Hriday. Because he will understand his own fault. He is a great sadhak. We know about Swami Brahmananji. So a temporary phase had come in him because of his childlike nature. If R had stayed with me at that time, all the youngsters could not have mixed with me. He left for Vrindavan and these young boys began to visit me frequently. R. Amli. Rakhal is present there, huh? Amli. Sir, that wasn't really in my mind to not allow others and all that. Ram to R. Do you think you understand your mind as well as he understands it? R remained silent. Master to R. Why should we feel that way? I love you more than a father loves his son. So a passing phase, but he has mentioned that now please keep quiet. Yes, you no longer have that attitude. Because why dots are given? Dots in Bengali also. After a time, the devotees went in another room. Sri Ramakrishna sent for her and said to him, "Did you mind what I said?" R. No, sir. He wanted to pacify, show his affection because that fault was shown, but Thakur loves him. Sri Ramakrishna said to him, "It is the day of the Kali Puja. It is good to make some arrangement for the worship. Please speak to the devotees about it. Some great thing is going to happen." Huh? M went to the drawing room and told the devotees what the master had said. Kalipad and others busied themselves with the arrangements. About 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Dr. Sarkar arrived, accompanied by Professor Neelmani. The doctor listened to the report of the illness and prescribed medicine. Sri Ramakrishna said to him, "These two books have been purchased for you." M handed him the books. So now they have been given. The doctor wanted to hear some songs. At the master's bidding, M and another devotee sang. So M has become bold enough to sing now. Thakur has changed everybody. I have to check up for Professor Neil Mani. This seems to be a new character. नीलमणि बाबू अध्यापक डॉक्टर मनोहरलाल सरकारेर सहित काम आशा करे नमकार कथामृत only that only some friend of doctor. At the master's bidding, M and other devotees sang. Oh, at the master's bidding, so Thakur told M and a devotee to sing. That's why M is singing. मन करो कि तत्व तारे जनो उन्मत्त आधार गोरे. How are you trying on my mind to know the nature of God? You are groping like a madman locked in a dark room. Then they sang, "Who is there that can understand what Mother Kali is? Even the six darshanas are powerless to reveal her. It is she, the scriptures say, that is the inner self of the yogi, who in self discovers all his joy. She that of her own sweet will inhabits every living thing. The macrocosm and microcosm rest in the mother's womb, the samashti and vyashti, the whole world and a minute world. How do you see how vast it is in the Muladhara? The yogi meditates on her, and the Sahasrara. Who but Shiva has beheld her as she really is? So Shiva knows. Within the lotus wilderness, she sports beside her mate, the swan. Shiva is represented as the swan. Hams is self. And with that, Kali exports. When man aspires to understand her, Ram Prasad must smile. To think of knowing her, he says, is quite as laughable as to imagine one can swim across the boundless sea. But while my mind has understood, alas, my heart has not. Though but a dwarf, it still would strive to make a captive of the moon. So, mind understands I am different, body is different, but the heart wants to realize somehow or other. He is dwarf, but he will go to the moon. Again they sang, "O mind, you do not know how to farm. Fallow lies the field of your life. If you had only worked it well, how rich a harvest you might reap. Then, Andhra, come, let us go for a walk, O mind, to Kali, the wish-fulfilling tree, and there beneath it gather the four fruits of life." Dr. Sarkar said to Girish, that song of yours is very nice. The one about the Veena in the life of Buddha. As a hint from the master, Girish and Kalipada sang together. আমার এই সাদের বীণে যত্নে গাঁথা তারের হার, যে যত্ন জানে বাজায় বীণে উঠে সুধা আনিবার, তানে মানে বাঁধলে ডুরি শত ধারে वय माधुरी, बाजे ना अलगा तारे ताने छिड़े कोमल तार. Behold my Veena, my dearly beloved, my lute of sweetest tone. It tenderly, if tenderly you play on it, the strings will waken at your touch to rarest melodies. It is not given in full. If you push too hard, it will break. That is in Bengali. They continued. This is a full song which is given very small in English because once might have read it. That is about the life of Buddha. Let me read in Bengali fully. গান জুড়াইতে চাই কোথায় জুড়াই, কোথা হতে আসি কোথা ভেসে যাই, ফিরে ফিরে আসি কত কাঁদি হাসি, কোথা যাই সদা ভাবি গোতাই, কে খেলায় আমি খেলি বা কেন, জাগিয়ে ঘুমাই কুহকে যেন, এ কেমন ঘোর হবে নাকি ভোর, আধীর আধীর যেমতি সমীর, अविराम गति नियत धाइरे, জানি না কেন, জানি না কে বা এসেছি কোথায়, কেন বা এসেছি, কোথা নিয়ে যায়, যাই ভেসে ভেসে কত শত দেশে, চারিদিকে গোল উঠে নানা রোল, কত আসে যায় হাসে কাঁদে গায়, এই আছে আর তেমনি নাই, কি কাজে এসেছি কি কাজে গেল, কে জানে কেমন কি খেলা হলো, প্রবাহের বাড়ি বইতে কি পারি, যাই যাই কোথা কুলকে নাই, করো হে চেতন, কে আছে চেতন, কতদিনে আর ভাঙিবে স্বপন, কে আছো চেতন ঘুমাইও না আর, দারুণ এক ঘোর নিবিড় আন্ধার, কত করো তম নাশ, ও হে প্রকাশ, তোমা বিনার নাই গোপায়, Tova Padetai Sharanachai. This is the song which awakened Buddha. The scene is laid that Buddha is full with enjoyment, sitting with his wife. His son is perhaps 1 year old, and dance and music is going on in a hall and is sitting and enjoying there. At that time, angels are going from one side to the other, singing this song. And that awakened Buddha for the purpose of his life. So we'll read in English as much as it is given. We mourn for rest. Once we have read this, we mourn for rest, alas, but rest can never find. We know not whence we come, nor where we float away. Time and again we tread this ground of smiles and tears. Round, huh? Time and again we tread this round of smiles and tears. In vain we pine to know whither our pathway leads. And why we play this empty play? So the full song is like that. It awakens Buddha. They continued. Amay dharo nitai. So this is from Chaitanya Leela. Amay dharo nitai. Amar pran jano आज कोरेरे कामो निताई जीव के हरि नाम बिलाते उठलो जे ढेऊ प्रेम नदीते आखुन शही तरंगे आखुन आम्ही भाषिये जाई निताई जे दुःख আমার अंतरे दुःखेर कथा कैवो कारे जीवेर दुःखे आखुन आम्ही भाषिये जाई Hold me fast, O Nitai. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's associate Nityananda. Hold me fast, O Nitai. I feel as if I shall pass away. Bestowing Hari's name on men, I raised high waves in the river of my love, and now upon its raging stream I am carried helplessly. He is now beyond his control. With grief, my heart is laden down. Grief of the world. Huh? Alas, Nitai, to whom shall I speak of it? Behold, I was swiftly borne away by the current of man's deep woe. Then they sang, प्राण भरे आए छवि बोली नेचे आए जगाई मदाई. Then they sang Jagai Madai, the demons like, and they were filled with love by Nityananda. Oh, come and dance, chanting Hari's name with fervor. And finally, Kishori Premi bhi aaye, Premer Juar vaye jaye. Kishori is Radha. Boichere Prem Shatadhare, Je Jato Chaye Tato Paye. Premer Kishori Prem Vilaye Saat Kori. রাধার প্রেমে বলো রে হরি প্রেমে প্রাণ মত্ত করে প্রেম তরঙ্গে প্রাণ নাচায় রাধার প্রেমে হরি বলে আয় 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 come one and all take Radha's love the high tide of her love flows by it will not last for very long oh come then come ye one and all. Listening to these songs, 2 or 3 of devotees, among them Mainindra and Latu, went into a spiritual mood. Latu was seated by Niranjan's side. When the singing was over, the master spoke with the doctor. The previous day, Dr. Pratap Mazumdar had prescribed Naksomika for the master. Dr. Sarkar was annoyed to hear of it. Homeopathic medicine. Doctor, to give him Naksomika? Why? I am not dead yet. He should have asked me. Master smiling. Why should you die? God forbid. May your avidya die. Doctor, I never have any avidya. Doctor says avidya means some mistress. Dr. Sarkar understood avidya to mean mistress. Master smiling. Oh no, I don't mean that. In the in the case of a sannyasi, his mother avidya, ignorance, dies, giving birth to a child, Viveka. So that is another allegory, discrimination. Hari Vallabh arrived. Sri Ramakrishna said, I feel very happy when I see you. Hari Vallabh was a man of very humble nature. He sat on the bare floor and not on the mat. That is typical Vaishnava. He began to fan the master. He was the government lawyer at Cuttack. Professor Nilmani sat near them. Sri Ramakrishna did not want to offend him. Casting his glance on the professor, he said, Oh, what a grand day it is for me. He is also sitting near. A few minutes later, Dr. Sarkar and Professor Nilmani took their leave. Hari Vallabh also departed, saying that he would come again. So now something wonderful is going to happen on that Kali Puja day. We have heard that Thakur said some preparation should be made, and Kalipada and others had become busy in that. That scene we'll see on Monday. Om Tava Kathamritam Tapta Jivanam Kaviviridhitam Kalmashapam Shravanamangalam Shrimadasatam Bhui Grunanti Bhuridajana Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Today it is not even clear.